Most booked events we've had here at the Bruce Museum. We had more than 150 people, so we actually have to turn people away. So. Okay, well, welcome to our screening of The Pursuit of Endurance. We have an absolutely remarkable guest today. Explorer, engineer, entrepreneur, environmental advocate. All of these words beginning with E aptly describe Luc Hardy. Luc Hardy is the president of Sajax Company and is also the founder of Pax Arctica. He's led many expeditions to both the Arctic Circle and to Antarctica. And these are amazing adventures. You'll see firsthand how amazing they are. But they are also purposeful. Luc Hardy is a man with a mission, and many of these expeditions bring scientists and conservationists to the forefront to help advance our understanding of global warming and climate change. And so this is one of the most pressing issues that humanity is facing today. And we're just so very pleased to have someone who's been at the forefront of raising awareness and bringing us all to a better understanding of what's happening to our world in a way that I think is just extremely captivating to the imagination. So please join me in giving a very warm Bruce Museum welcome to Luc Hardy.
The expedition is based on an idea I had years ago, which developed over the years of traveling, of going not reenacting, but the Shackleton expedition of 100 years ago, but trying to go in that part of the world and at least crossing this mythical island of South Georgia the way he did it in 1916. So I did set up 2 years ago to lead that expedition, which took about 2 years to prepare, assembling the team. You're going to see the different members, and also, most important, finding the right boat for the expedition. You'll see 9 adventurers, including myself, in this group, plus a crew of 3 in the crew of the ship itself. Very different personalities and different people, different nationalities, because it's an expedition which was based on the endurance expedition of Shackleton. I wanted to have British participants, and I'll let you discover who they are in the film. You see a variety of subjects covered, environmental issues and adventure and wildlife and history, of course. Just for those of you, if there are a few left who don't know about the Shackleton expedition, he did set out, he was a famous explorer in the early part of the 20th century, the heroic age of exploration at the time, and he did set out to cross the Antarctic continent from the north, from our point of view, the north to the south, crossing through the South Pole, and unfortunately he was unable to even reach the continent itself. His boat got caught in the ice, and the planned expedition became something totally different, and you'll discover or rediscover some parts of this expedition with actual footage from the expedition in the film as well. So I'll let you discover the film, the adventure, and ready for questions in about 52 minutes. Enjoy. First, I just wanted to thank the only person you do not see in the film, who is Bertrand Delapierre, who is the director of the film, the main cameraman, who shot about 90% of the images you saw in the film. A really great guy, a great adventurer, and a great mountaineer. Any question from the youngsters?
How many times did it take them to cross there and back?
Well, yeah, how much time did it take them to cross? Well, actually, Shackleton team, they did not cross Antarctica because their boat was caught in the ice. So they had to stay on the boat for a while, and then the boat sunk, and they had to walk on the ice and use the lifeboats to get to the island and sail and cross again. And, so that took about a year and a half of misery and survival and good teamwork to make it back all alive, 28 of them. Yes?
Have you ever explored the area around the North Pole?
Well, I've been to the North Pole in a little expedition in 2011 with nine of us, including myself, and actually a younger guy, 16-year-old French student as well. Yes, I've been there. I cannot say I've explored around the North Pole. I mean, around the North Pole is pretty much ice, floating ice, or hard ice, depending on what time of the year you go there. Unfortunately, as you may all have read, in next decade or two, in the summer, might be only water there, so you can certainly take.
About that town that they not town, the buildings they showed. What were those buildings?
Oh, these were whaling stations. So that's where all the whaling happened in the early part of the 20th century, from late 1800s until I think the last one was closed in 1964, something like that. So
it's been
kind of
since 1960.
Yeah, it was the first half of the 20th century.
Nobody stayed behind.
No, they're only now scientists are the ones behind in a local cemetery. Norwegian whalers and fishermen and their families, and Shackleton himself is there, as we know. But all these are whaling stations.
It sounds like you were there early spring. One, why did you pick early spring? And then what were your high and lows on temperature and max winds? I heard 100 knots.
Yes, we wanted to do a few things during the expedition, and enjoy wildlife, and have the ice strong enough for the crossing, have the ocean being still okay to navigate and all that. And we all came to the conclusion that October, November was a good period.
Do you have to go through to do a trip like this?
Well, as you can see, I'm not an athlete. I'm not a Superman. I'm just a regular guy in good shape. Really, I'm not being falsely modest or whatever. So I do little exercise every day. I do stuff. I run, I bike, but I've never done something extraordinary physically. So this, there was nothing extremely physical in what we did there. Yes, it's cold. Yes, it's endurance. Yes, you have to be used to being tense and see your tent, fly away and handle strong winds. But no, but seriously, I mean, it's not like climbing K2 in the winter, or it's not. You don't need to be super strong. You. 3 questions already.
How old was the boat?
The boat is about 20 years old. About 20 years old, and it's been built for this kind of expeditions. So very sturdy, it's not a great looking boat, it's not a race boat, but great for this kind of work.
Yeah, any conclusions from Zoe's research?
Yeah, well, good point. First, there were conclusions literally in a couple of days after these floats were thrown in the water, because the data is accessible from the, it's open source data website. You can access it. You can see where the floats are. There will be a paper published by, this group at the CNRS in France, probably sometime next year.
We have, I counted 12 to 14 of your new crew.
Oh yeah, yeah, just about, yeah.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, it's easier to climb to the top of the mountain. Thank you. Thank you very much.